My name is Seth from Nepal. I want to share something with you, my Christian brothers and sisters, an urgent message on behalf of one of our imprisoned Nepali pastor Sonam, not his real name, who is in need of help and sadly is not getting any help from the Voice of the Martyrs organization, which is meant to help persecuted Christians worldwide. My English language is not good, therefore I want to read from my note. I want to give you the story about the dire situation that Sonam is in and the discouraging response we have received from Voice of the Martyr. Our Christian leader Sonam, who is also a pastor in Nepal, was distributing Christmas gifts. Suddenly he was arrested by the police and taken into custody and was imprisoned for 15 days on charges of proselytizing. After hearing this news, one of our local pastors, who is a human rights defender and working in persecution area for a long time, this pastor shared regarding Sonam for prayers to his Romanian friend who is assisting evangelization and supporting people who are in need in Nepal. This pastor's friend, sensing the urgency of the situation, immediately sent some funds for Sonam, who was in prison, to show solidarity and share in his pain and difficulties. This is a costly case in Nepal because Sonam lives in a different city from the one where our human rights lawyer and pastor resides. So our human rights pastor had to fly into his city and meet with him. This is another expenses we in Nepal had to cover. Sonam, who was in police custody, was not given any letter of arrest, which is a violation of human rights. Not only those police only took few hours interviewing him, which made him mentally tortured by police, 3 times taken to court. The Nepali human rights pastor appointed 3 local lawyers to help defend his case. Finally, after 15 days, he was taken to court and finally the court decided on deposit as a bail of Rs 250,000, about $2,000, which is the equivalent of 1 year's wages in Nepal for an average worker. Otherwise, he would go to prison for 3 years. Thankfully, the Romanian brother once again managed to quickly send the funds to bail Sonam out of jail. Now he is at home and he has to go again to the court after 15 days. The court case is not yet finalized and it may take a few years. Therefore, this case is ongoing and will require further expenses. The Nepali pastor, with advice from his Romanian friends, requested help for Sonam via emails from Voice of the Martyr. The Nepali pastor sent emails to Voice of the Martyr in different countries' offices. But only one country responded by saying they will pray and after that no response. This is very discouraging news. Voice of the Martyr was started by a Christian pastor who has spent 14 years in communist jails in Romania. His name was Richard Wurmbrand, a true hero of the Christian faith. His wife Sabina Wurmbrand was also imprisoned in communist Romania because of her Christian faith. However, after the death of the founder of Voice of the Martyr, the new corrupt leadership of Voice of the Martyr started doing things. contrary to the vision of Richard Wurmbrand. You can find out all that by searching online for the Voice of the Martyr scandal. You will not find much about it on YouTube because videos of those who worked for Voice of the Martyr have been taken down. But there is plenty you will find on this subject by doing an online search outside of YouTube. Many of you donate to Voice of the Martyr thinking they help the persecuted. But does Voice of the Martyr actually help the persecuted? From the start, look at the $24 million building they built in the middle of nowhere with funds donated to help the persecuted. Voice of the Martyr, instead of helping the persecuted, is persecuting the persecuted even more by withholding aid from them. The Romanian brothers who sent financial help for Sonam was also a donor to Voice of the Martyr. One thing that convinced him not to donate to Voice of the Martyr anymore is the fact that Voice of the Martyr even fired the son of the founder of this organization. Yes, you heard that right. Voice of the Martyr fired the only son of Richard Wurmbrand from the organization. Please inform yourself about this organization that has moved so far away from the principles it was founded on. Please consider this. The leaders of Voice of the Martyr used funds donated to help the persecuted, not to help the persecuted, but to build a $24 million building in the middle of nowhere. And when our senior pastor contacted Voice of the Martyr asking for support for Sonam, he never received a single reply from Voice of the Martyr USA. As this is a very sensitive matter and the case with Sonam is still before the court, I can only disclose for now limited information about this case. If you are a pastor of a church or a Christian organization or are part of a Christian ministry that does work in Nepal, then you can contact me directly to verify this story and get the detailed information of this case. You can email me in help for sonam025@gmail.com. Thank you.